Hey everyone, it's the Chaplain here. Welcome to round 5 of the Allied turn of 1940 Pacific with my buddy Greg. It has been a great game, in my opinion, even though I'm losing. Definitely feels that way. Definitely looks that way. As some of you have pointed out, there's a lot of things I could have and should have done differently. In fact, before filming this, I shared with Greg briefly a portion of my plan because we're going to have to wrap the game up soon as I go on vacation next week. But I was sharing with him a portion of my plan, and part of it, he goes, yeah, absolutely, that's a great idea. But the rest of it, he goes, why don't you try this instead? And I truly believe that he's trying to help me, teach me how to play this better, which is excellent because I am not as good as I thought I was. Humility, gentlemen, is the name of the game. Anyway, let's get into round 5 here as the Allies. This game isn't over yet. If we had another 10 rounds in us, we could probably get it done. But here's where it stands right now. Australia has fully fallen. There are only 2 ANZAC units left on the board, Dutch New Guinea, and they're in Yunnan. I did make a bonehead move with my Brits. I put the entire Air Force in Kiang Sea, and he annihilated them. He had 12 at 2. Okay, so the odds of hitting are 33%. All right, he should have had statistically 3 hits. Do you know how many hits he got on 12 dice at 2 or less? 6. He hit 50% on 2s or lesses. I can't get rolls like that to save my life. But anyway, that's what's happened with ANZAC, with England. America has done a couple silly things, but I think I'm trying to rectify that situation now. So anyway, let's get into America. I'm spending 15 IPCs on an airbase, 12 on a bomber. I'm spending 16 on an infantry, tank, and transport, 16 on 2 destroyers, and I have 4 remaining. I do have a couple of moves. One of them is a combat move, and I will do it like this. A submarine in C-Zone 30 is going to move 1 into C-Zone 50, 2 into C-Zone 63, and auto-kill this defenseless transport. Grand scheme of things, probably not a game changer, but I'm doing it anyway. And I think that's my only combat as the Americans. Next I have some non-combat moves. I'm going to move this transport with an infantry and artillery here into Iwo Jima. So I'm going to chip this gentleman up. Alright, there's that. Alright, I'm going to move this destroyer from the sea zone around Iwo Jima down into the Marianas as a non-combat. He's acting as a blocker from the Philippine fleet, although looking at it, he has just 500 different ways to get to me there. So that's not the only blocker I'm putting up. I'm also moving this destroyer that's in this sea zone 1, 2, into and around Guam to try and stave off any potential assault or blocking from the Philippines. Alright, I'll get this off the board. I have an aircraft carrier up there off of Alaska with a naval base now. So he will move 1, 2, 3 onto into C-Zone 25. And then I have a fighter and tactical in Western that are going to move over into the C-Zone as 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're going to land here onto the carrier. And then this stack here represents this carrier group, which is 4 carriers, 5 fighters, and 3 tacticals. And I'm going to move that carrier group into Iwo Jima, into the sea zone around it. Excuse me. I'm also moving this artillery from British Columbia into Alaska. Placing my new units. Infantry and tank into Alaska. and a transport into C-Zone 2. That's 3 units. Bomber is going in Western. 2 destroyers are going into C-Zone 10. And my air base is going into Iwo Jima. But you don't have any planes there, Rob. Yeah, I get it. That's okay. The U.S. collects 51 plus my outer perimeter bonus, so I'll have 56 collecting, and I saved 4, so I'm just gonna get 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. America will have 60 IPCs to spend next turn. All right. Next up is UK. They had 31 to spend. They're buying 10 infantry and saving 1. They do have a few moves here. Oh, you know what? Before we go to UK, I do want to move, my apologies for this, a transport. There were 2 here, and I'm going to move 1 back. No, I'm not. That's fine. That's fine. Never mind. Let's do disposition of U.S. forces before I forget. In Alaska, I have an infantry, artillery, mechanized infantry, tank, and C-Zone 2, I have a transport. Western U.S., I have a bomber, strategic bomber. In C-Zone 10, I have 2 infantry. You're not getting any of this. My bad. There's all the stuff. I'm a doofus, yes I am. Alright. In C-Zone 22, destroyer. C-Zone 21, destroyer. In C-Zone, whatever's around Iwo Jima, I have 3 transports, 2 cruisers, a battleship, 4 carriers with 5 fighters and 3 tacticals. In C-Zone 25, I have a carrier with a fighter and tactical. On Iwo Jima, I have 5 infantry and an artillery. That was U.S. disposition. Okay, England had 31. We bought 10 infantry. A couple of moves here. UK's not next. Dang it. I'm just so excited. China is next. China's going to buy 3 artillery and save 2. I'm going to take on Wei with my lone Chinaman. Haha, take that. As I drop pieces in the wrong area. And then my Chinese fighter is going to stay there. So, place my 3 artillery in on Wei. Too little, too late. Someone pointed out, I think it was No Limit, that I should have been buying artillery the whole time, and I could not agree more. All right, so China has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They will be collecting 8. So I have to move that down because for some reason it was at 9. 8, and I had 2 left over, so I get 10. Cool. Now it's the UK's turn. Gosh darn. All right. I already showed you my purchases. Attack 1. Boom, boom. Taking away some Japanese monies. It doesn't really matter. They're rolling in the dough, and I'm attacking this guy here. That's my only technical dice rolling combat. My dice is the black one at a 3. His is the red one at a 2. That's a hit. Shanghai is not Japanese anymore. It belongs to the Chinese. Okay. And then a couple non-com moves. I'm moving 2 infantry back into Shan State and leaving 1 there. Placement of units. Disposition of British forces. In French Indochina, 1 infantry. In Shan State, 2 infantry. In Burma, 1 infantry. In Chahar, 1 tank. In Shanghai, 1 tank. In India, I have 4 AA guns, 2 tanks, 2 artillery, and 14 infantry, and in C Zone 39, there is a British carrier with nothing on it. For the present time, Celebes is still mine, Celebes, whatever, which is worth 3, so that's great. UK collects 22, I think. 3, 7, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Not 22, 21. And we do not get our oil reserves bonus anymore because we do not have Java. So we just collect a lowly 21. So there's that. ANZAC is not doing anything with anything. They have 1 infantry here in Yunnan. Right there. Poor guy. And 1 infantry in Dutch New Guinea. That is the US, China, UK, and ANZAC, round 5. If you've been watching the game so far, I don't know whether to congratulate you or apologize to you, but either way, I'm the chaplain, and I'll be praying for you.